Hello guys. Last video we learned a little bit about big IP fast template. Today we'll be talking about how do you create that fast template, right? So what is the procedure to create it? So there is a simple way to create it. You can see that I have a AS3 here, which is a simple HTTP AS3, which defines the virtual address. And then I have the pool members defined, right? So to write the new template, convert this AS3 template into fast template, what you have to do is create an example.yaml file and then start with, let's say, title. So I can give a name like I can say a simple HTTP template, and then I can say template : and basically what I can do is take this particular AS3, pretty much copy the whole AS3. Make sure that when you copy, follow the YAML syntax, copy it. So now you can see that it is showing red because it's not aligned properly. So what I have to do is go here, align properly. See, now you can see that it's not showing me the red thing here, right? So what we have done is we have specified the title, then we introduce this template, a word, and then basically copied that AS3 here, right? So now, and this is YAML, by the way, it is YAML, extension is YAML, right? Now, next step is actually look at what we want to templatize, right? For example, my virtual server is going to change most of the time. So I'm gonna templatize this, right? I'm gonna make it as a variable. So you just go here and put double quotes, and then I can put my virtual address here, right? So now this is pretty much templatized. This is my virtual address. And then let's say I want to templatize the tenant. So this is the sample 01 tenant name. So I can get rid of that and say that this is my tenant name. After that, what we can do is go here and say definition. Now, because we have already variabilized or templatized that, now we need to define them. And that's what we're going to do now. So to define, I can say that definition, and then I can go to the next line, and again follow the YAML syntax. And then I can basically say that this is my tenant name, which we templatized. Tenant name is my tenant name. So actually, when you are rendering the template, it will show you this actually tenant name. It will provide that description with the title. And then we say my type is string. So it is string because we just gonna give the name for that, right? The other parameter which we templatized was virtual address. So I'm going to say that virtual address : and then you go to the next line. Now again, make sure that it is showing me red because it's not following the syntax. So I can move this here, and now you can see that it is already following that, right? And then you specify the title and as well as the description, right? So I can say, go here and say that this is my title. My title is going to be virtual address, and then description will be this, like IP address, and then my type will be again string. If you are defining port, then you can have that as port. That's pretty much it. Now, what you can do is anything you want to templatize. For example, you want to templatize server addresses. You follow the same procedure. You want to, let's say, templatize this port. So you basically variabilize this or templatize this and then make those definition here. That's pretty much it. Actually, I'll show you like how now we have created this. Now what we're going to do is actually compress this file from YAML to zip file. So basically make it zip so that we can import into the big IP. And once we zip it, actually we import it and then we can render the template. I'll show you that as well. So here you can see this is my big IP. I don't have any configuration here. I'm going to go to IAPS and then go to the application services and then application LX. And this is my fast template place, right? So now you can see that we have the standard templates, but we don't have the one which we just now created. So I already created a zip file. So I'm gonna out of that YAML, so I'm gonna add that zip file. So I go here, go into, let's say, AS3, and then this is the YAML. This is the zip file which I created after templatizing. So I'm gonna pick up that, and so it's importing that zip file. And once we do that, actually we're gonna go ahead and render this zip file, right? Render this template. So I have the example here. You can see that my template is already added here. So if I click here on this template, we templatized only two parameters. One is the tenant and the other is the virtual address. So I'm gonna give the tenant name and the virtual address, right? And then deploy. And this should basically deploy my template, right? So you can see that the create is success. And then I can go to my partition, and pretty much I can go to the virtual server, and then you can see that my application is rendered. Thanks for watching this, guys.